Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick. This is Twins Die Twice Paranormal. You Don't Scare Me. This is a channel and a video where we're going to be debunking some videos. Now, I'm going to be watching some and debunking top 15 scary things you wish you never saw. Maybe I'll split this into two videos because people seem to like shorter videos with no intro. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have the ability...
Accidental events.
Oh, it's chills.
People know not to move after they've been in Iraq, but a TikToker
I thought it's the channel's top 15.
Up in a car that's been turned upside down.
Top 15s.
Windshield, you can see they've been struck and are now hanging suspended. Okay. I know that their adrenaline is high, and the video is definitely an original idea, but I feel like they could have had internal damage to their organs that they don't feel at the moment and could be making worse. Moving their head around with a concussion would likewise make the situation worse than it had to have been. Like I said, this video is interesting, and I'm glad they weren't thrown from the car, because the aftermath...
Oh, nothing to debunk here. Let's just draw a funny picture.
Not to move until an ambulance arrives.
I'm sorry you crashed.
Cruising in the UP, you might want to avoid driving in the rain.
There's nothing to debunk here either.
This couple was nearly consumed by an unseen pit or manhole. Thankfully, bypassers came to their aid.
Bill says 15.
After the couple was pulled to safety, I'm sure there wasn't much that could be done to save the scooter.
I'm starting to realize why this video is a fucking hour long. Get over it. Wait, number 15 is like 10 clips? I'm gonna find something else. Okay.
In the following video, a young boy falls asleep on the couch after watching TV by himself. The boy's father, known as Oscar Nunez, had no idea that his son was out in the living room during this time. But Oscar isn't surprised by this, given that his son occasionally sneaks out of his room to watch TV while everyone else is asleep. But tonight, on December 1st of 2019, his son quickly realizes that maybe it's best if he didn't stay up past his bedtime. Now, before showing this clip, it's worth mentioning that recently, strange things have been happening to this family. On one occasion, the family had come home late at night and saw this, an infestation of flies, most of which were surrounding the house. But the strangest part about this is that not a single fly was inside the trash bin that was right next to their home. Understandably, Oscar's family was thoroughly unsettled. Right next to their home.
Those are bees. They're not flies. Does that look like a bee or maybe an Asian longhorn beetle? I don't think they're flies. I think it's probably like a mayfly. And like it's probably just that time of the year for these specific people to have their...
Understandably, Oscar's family was thoroughly unsettled.
No, yeah, those are house flies. That's a house fly. But, you know, groupings of flies don't really mean very much. I used to live in a house that had like 1 million flies in the front window we didn't know about. There was no organic material for them to feed on. Sometimes they just gather in an area.
Back to this video, the family believes that it may have some connection to the fly incident. The son is dead asleep when this is captured.
That sounds annoying, but what are we looking at? Is leg, arm, torso, head. This is like a person standing there in the hallway. It's probably just a mom or dad. Hey, run away that way. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, so with static images, this area is being updated by the camera. This area is being updated by the camera because there's motion in both these areas and also in the area that the kid orbited, transited. Like he got off the couch and he went this way. So this area has been updated. That means that all the other space here, let's change the color. All of this, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this. Everywhere else is paused. Okay? And can I draw my face? Look, I'm very smart. So most of the scene right now is completely paused, right? All of this is paused because the camera wants to save resources. These parts of the frame never change. And therefore, it would be very easy to layer two videos. You got one video, and the video plays with the child on the bed, and then you've got another area, which is just this area here while it's paused, right? So you have one video here, and then you have another video here. And then this video is the layer on top, and this is the core video. And because of the area here, you can crop it right across here, right? So that this half is if this half is one video and this half is the other video, but they're just layered on top of each other. And then all you have to do is just have somebody stand there in one video and then take the top clip and then lower the opacity until they disappear. And now you've got a ghost video. There's a short on my channel. If you go to our channel and you go to the shorts, you scroll all the way to the bottom. One of the first videos down there is not just the door handle trick with the string and the door handle moving on its own, which is really common on these channels. But there's a video down there on how to create a transparent ghost video. So, not a ghost.
Cameras, Oscar saw this, a figure
Editing.
in the hallway, but no
Yeah, see, there he is. Right there.
In the morning, and something appears in the dark.
I love this thing.
Or it just stands there without moving an inch. But it doesn't go unnoticed by Oscar's son, who before this was moving erratically on the couch. But creepiest of all is that the figure somehow vanishes into nothingness.
Yeah, just because the opacity was lowered. In fact, let's closely inspect a little bit.
Really creeped out by
Oops. Let's closely inspect a little bit. We're gonna go zoom back. Come on, boy, go back to bed. Look around the edges. Sometimes when you see, like, let's go back to where we can actually see the ghost. Where is he? Where are you, buddy? Oh, right. I clicked on the other page, so now I have to go like this. Oh, shoot.
The hallway is now empty compared to before. Oscar was surely...
Is it empty, though?
Nothingness. The hallway.
Because I don't know if you can see this. There seems to be an alien. Right here. With the almond-shaped eyes. Like, you know, like how aliens have? Oh my god. It's a duppy. It's a duppy. The big beard. It's me. Yeah, so right. So sometimes when you look at things like this and this potted plants and this chair here, when you see the opacity shift here, you'll see that they'll be here and then they shift to here. You know what I mean? So like when you're checking for opacity shifts, when you're checking to see if they're just lowering the opacity, sometimes they could get really meticulous and they can just crop this exact portion of the frame out. You know what I mean? So only this the hallway is what's being shifted.
Compared to before.
But pay attention to that kind of stuff.
By this footage. And like his family,
like they want you to look into the hallway, but you should be looking at other things in the scene instead of the hallway.
These occurrences are pretty creepy, but until further updates are given, we'll have to speculate for now.
Like this glass tabletop on top. You know what I mean? So check for that stuff. Check for like shifting if something else has been slightly moved. Maybe somebody bumped a chair, they didn't realize they bumped a chair, and then it's just slightly in the wrong spot. So as the opacity lowers down, you see that chair shift.
It was a gift for Nicole and her family, including her own brother, who was living with her at this time. But this may be the reason why the following happened. Nicole believes that her brother's collection of archaeological artifacts, like fossils and arrowheads, were all either cursed or haunted. Because she lived under the same roof as him, she no doubt believes that what was captured had some connection to those artifacts. Now in the video, Nicole's sister is using their brother as a point of reference for the camera when this is captured. It's no wonder why Nicole was terrified upon seeing this. Looking closely, a creepy, goat-like apparition appears over her.
Goat-like? It's a person. Head. Face starts this way. They look at the camera. Oh! Their hair looks like that, so they're like leaning over like this. So they're leaning over like that, meep, meep. And then they're like, hello. And then they go shoom this way. It's not a ghost. It's not a goat either. It's just a person. And because the whole scene is so low light and you're using an infrared mode on a security camera that's designed to be like sat in a specific position to monitor an area, and now you've got this. Like now you're holding the security camera in your hand. Like if you took a security camera that's normally trying to record an area, like look at all the friggin' crap around this light. Like you could barely see the guy sitting there.
Her brother's shoulder. It's there momentarily before vanishing.
See, it's not a goat. This is somebody's hair, and then this is their body. So they're basically their head is like whatever, and it's like the hair is coming down like this, and then as you see, they like look up and then they move out of the frame. It's just a person, and your shitty friggin' like rapid movement of the security camera is what's causing the ghosting effect to make them look like they're transparent.
But according to Nicole, if you look closely, you can make out a pair of horns and nails.
No, you can't.
Reason why she compares it to the Goat Man, an urban legend about a creature who's both human.
I don't want to hear about your stupid goat, man.
However, Brandy Nettleton. It's late at night when a single mother known as Brandy Nettleton records her son's bedroom. She was hearing noises coming from inside. However, her son wasn't home at the time of this recording.
Okay, my son is gone. He's not home. He's at a party. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I just got woken up. My daughter's home. My son is the only one that lives upstairs. The only one upstairs. All night since he's been gone, I keep hearing like the door close. Like it'll just shut. But
so
now the audio cuts off during this time. This is something that often happens.
Oh, and your audio gets really crunchy, dude.
Does add to the creepiness of the footage, but things would only get creepier from here on out. Brandy's already freaked out by the noises she apparently heard, but little does she know that she would end up capturing the following on video. Moments after the audio cuts, this happens.
Sorry. So anyway, so my son's not home, but I keep hearing the door shut. But there's nobody up there. There's nobody up there. I'm gonna see if I could try to.
So his window's open, or it's your friggin' ceiling fan right there.
I'm gonna show you there's nobody up there. But let's see if we can.
Like these ceiling fans create a friggin' negative pressure. So like your house, let's say you're like inside your house, there's like a pressure vacuum, right? So let's say you have a room over here, and you have your front entrance over here, and you got your, like, I don't know, dining area. Let's call this your kitchen. Let's call this your dining area. But your door is like, there's a door here, and then let's say there's like a entrance, like just a doorless hallway there, right? And then there's probably like another one here. Let's call this one a door, just for the sake of it, or whatever. Oh, it swings out this way. So if you open this door, right? If you open this door, you're pulling a vacuum. You're pulling all of the air into this space, right? And so this door will swing open, and then this door will swing open this way, or sorry, well, this door would close because you're pulling all the air out. You know what I mean? So it's not really that surprising if a door is opening somewhere else in your house, even like on a second floor. So you think that like your staircase and then your second floor up here, you think that that's impervious to it. But if there's only the space that you have in your like downstairs area down here, and you swing open the door here, like you swing it open, it's basically drawing the air from all of here as it leaves this door. If your house is properly sealed from like the outside, like properly insulated and everything, then there's going to be a pressure change in the entire house. One of the reasons, like if you're sitting in your office like I am, it's a very small room. If I sit in here for too long, I start to get tired because the CO2 that I'm breathing out is displacing the oxygen in the room. So if I open that window, there's a pressure vacuum and all the air gets sucked out of the room. And then the cold air then starts briefly coming in, right? Cycle the air, luften, like the Germans. But in the process of the wind leaving the room, all the air, the door to my office will slam shut, right? So now here's another thing. Because the outside of your house has wind that's traveling this way, every time the wind passes outside the building, it pulls a vacuum. It sucks the air out of your room. Okay? And then the air that's coming in. So here's my office, right? I got this little closet here, and then there's a respective closet on the other side for the linen closet. So this is on the outside, this is on the inside. And then there's a little gap here. And then this is the door to my office, to my room. Okay? I've got a couch here. I've got my TV here, and I've got my desk here, and then I'm here. So, the window is here. The air comes in. If air goes this way, it pulls all of this air out. And then the air from the hallway gets pulled under the door, which opens my door. Or the wind blows into the room and then shuts my door. It's just basic, like, aerodynamics. It's nothing paranormal. So she's going to show us that the fan that's right now in this area is constantly cycling the air in her house, and every time the air cycles like this, it pulls all the air around it.
Bro, my eyes are watering.
Right? And that includes pulling the air out of a hallway into the new vortex.
As soon as I stopped it, I heard it.
Like ceiling fans, imagine they're making a tornado in your house. They're creating a cyclical airflow that then like some of the velocity causes the air to blend out.
Okay, I'm gonna turn.
Stop being scared of the door closing.
Oh my god. Look at His door is closed. Oh my god. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta tell my daughter, boo-boo. Oh my god. There's water in my eyes. Oh my god. Why does it sound like... And I recorded it.
No, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I've explained it to you. You understand what I'm saying.
Pixie's strange behavior. This video.
And the door latching thing, okay? Your door has a groove in it, and then you have a corresponding, let's just call that the tongue, right? That little shape like this in your door, where as it swings into the door frame, this thing goes, pushes down. Whoops. Oh, you can't even see my, you can't see the cursor on that screen. Whoops. But basically you got the tongue, and the tongue fits inside the door frame, right? So if you have the catch plate looks like this. And then you've got that like rounded bit on the edge to facilitate the closing of the door. If they didn't dig this out enough, okay, or the tongue of the door, which usually looks like this, right? If it opens and closes and opens and closes and opens and closes and you don't fully turn the doorknob, then it wears away to the point where it's like this. Okay? And then the wind can pull the door open because this isn't enough to stop the catch from keeping the door closed. You've all seen a house with a door like that. It doesn't stay closed. That's why you've worn down the tongue. I saw this too. That's just a person. Just an additional guest. He's just sitting out there having a smoke. Her arms are crossed. She's got a pouty face. No, nobody's paying attention to me. And she's sitting on like a ball or whatever over there. It's just a person sitting out there. There's nothing paranormal going on. Next.
And her child alone at home, letting viewers know that they'll be taking a 5-minute break from the live stream when this is captured.
Oh, I bet it's gonna be incredible.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're gonna be back in 5 minutes. I'm not scared. What are you scared of? All right, before you go, say Happy New Year. I'm scared. What are you scared of?
The child's overstimulated is what it is.
I'm scared too of my own life.
Scared of what, you fucking shit?
There's not a ghost, you psycho. Did you hear that? She said she's afraid of the ghost. Where's the ghost? Ghost. Where is it? Where's the ghost? Show mommy. Point to it.
Okay, so are we just naming like children?
Said that it seems something had terribly spooked her. As soon as Charlie, her daughter, said that a ghost was there, Stephanie assumed it was her grandfather. Quickly said to elicit in her.
Okay, so nothing actually happens. The child just gets scared because you overstimulated them by rocking them up and down. Then they got too excited and they got upset by it. And because they don't have the faculties, the mental faculties to be able to explain their emotions correctly, they just default to the one unpleasant feeling that they have, which is scared. And then you say, "What's scared?" And then because you start acting fucking weird, your child starts feeding off of that negative energy that now you're presenting. And now the child gets upset because they can't properly friggin' articulate themselves. Okay, so you've overstimulated your child. Your child is upset because of that. Default to the most basic negative feeling they can think of, which is fear, and that's it. Sorry if that, like, can you imagine somebody goes onto like r/ghosts and submits that as their proof of ghosts? Like, tell me what happened here. Why don't you read a friggin' book? Like, why don't you go and friggin' read the friggin'... There are resources for this.
At around 11 p.m., two friends inside a pickup truck began to happily sing after waiting in traffic for hours on end. According to Ezzy, the person who sent me this, they were stuck in traffic due to an accident that occurred earlier. On the same highway that the men are on, a motorcyclist crashed into a truck.
Wow, like that's never happened before.
Unfortunately, the motorcyclist lost his life upon impact.
Wow, like that's never happened before.
Later, and this is
the rule of thirds.
Watch closely. What was the thing that happened already seen? Because you made the noise like it was like there was something scary happening, but nothing happened. Watch the road. The guy who's driving is filming. This is so unsafe. The door doesn't even look like it's properly closed. What? Both men sing along. Something appears behind them. It appears outside the truck, floating in midair while following the vehicle. As he
That's almost certainly something hanging from the mirror. It'll be right about there, based on the angle. So we're gonna assume like this, and they got a bucket like a bench seat. It's a pickup truck, right? So the person here is filming this way. And based on the angle of the reflection, you should find that something's around here, or more likely he's filming more like this. There's something on the mirror that's, yeah, that seems like a reasonable, yeah, so this is the reflection of something that's hanging off the mirror. It certainly looks like a face, but it could be a Halloween mask for all we know. It's a static expression. It doesn't change.
No body is observed, and strangely, neither men notice it. Well, that is until much later.
They don't acknowledge it, but yeah, as you can see during the course of this segment, you can see that as the camera pans around, like if it was okay, yeah, okay. So if this was actually a spirit that was statically on that area, then they wouldn't move around based on the angle of the camera. They would stay in the same relative position, right?
No body is observed, and strangely, neither men notice it.
Well, I guess it kind of is, but like
until much later when they saw this.
Okay, it kind of looks like it's in the same position, but regardless, it's a reflection of something, maybe, or maybe it's like fog on the back window, and it's just pareidolia.
Have happened here, according to Ezzy. But what do you think? Could this supposed face be a case of pareidolia, or is it likely that something supernatural was caught on camera?
Like, it certainly looks like a face, but it's just not selling it to me that it's a ghost. It's like a reflection.
At a local bakery, a couple of kids are waiting patiently to get some candy from the shop's bakery.
Like it looks like a Michael Myers mask, you know?
He's giving out treats to those who stop by. Although everyone in this video is getting some candy, one kid in particular isn't. He stands a few feet away from the group while seemingly observing them. It could be that he's shy and therefore hesitant to step forward. Or, as many comments have noted, it may be that he's seeing something. Now you might miss it, but at the start of the video, the small boy says something out loud, like "look it," as if noticing something in front of him. He even points at whatever it is that he's seeing. As soon as he does this, this happens. Watch closely. For some reason, the boy suddenly stops in his tracks as if something was blocking his path. He stands in place while staring at something unseen, but then his head quickly tilts.
Miami Heat School of Acting. I don't think anything paranormal is happening here. I think the kid just jerked his head back to look up, lost his balance.
Up in the same way that someone would if they appear as so. Needless to say, something about them definitely seems odd.
Did I miss something? Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Oh, okay. What
about this woman is her complexion. Her pale skin is similar.
Are we like? Are we just? Is this just the? Is this the new bottom line? We just make fun of somebody's appearance, and that's supposed to be a ghost because
someone who is sick or passed away. The submitter of this footage couldn't agree more that her appearance is
like I'm peach toned, right? Like I'm a white guy, but like occasionally in the winter I look gray. I looked gray this morning when I woke up, so it's not impossible for somebody to look gray while still being alive. There's nothing wrong with this person. They're just...
Now, the comments on the original video believe that this was a clear case of an evil entity pretending to be a person.
I don't know, strangely pushy, but I'm not gonna suppose to like understand their...
Personally, it's hard to tell if that's so, as the video's quality isn't that good. But the sudden voice change and the weird questions, like repeatedly asking who passed away, further makes the so-called person creepy.
Yeah, for sure, but it's not a so-called person, it's just a person.
Had come to visit the store owner during the late hours of the night.
Stupid.
Something in her apartment that leaves her extremely unsettled. After this incident, she made a video detailing
What? Is that a different language?
To Shireen, this occurrence wasn't something to be concerned about, as she thought it was her upstairs neighbor doing some interior renovations. But the following night, it happens again. It was at this moment that Shireen began to think that it wasn't her upstairs neighbor, but instead someone or something else. She would continue to be on edge until the next night, when it didn't happen. No noises were heard whatsoever on that night, but as she takes a random photo for her Snapchat to let her followers know that she was going to bed, she captures this.
Nah. Nah, I think you're full of shit.
Shireen had no idea that in the photo she took,
Eye, nose, hair, or a Raggedy Ann doll plushie, or some shit that she's just stuck on the banister. See, like there's a banister right there. She's probably just placed something there. She's probably getting a lot of attention. She wants to keep the friggin' hype train and cash train rolling. Like,
something appears. It was only after someone on Snapchat saw the photo that she was told. Looking closely, it looks as if someone or something is staring at her. She believes that they or it had been the one responsible for the noises.
it's the uncanny valley thing. Look at the apple cheeks. See, in like the nasal area is like wide, and the eyebrows look like friggin' Neanderthal eyebrows. The eyes are set in like they're friggin' Like, it looks like... Imagine if this person just has like a friend who actually looks like this apple-cheeked friggin' marionette doll. Want to play a game? Woo! I don't know. It just looks like a stupid Halloween mask inside of a hoodie, or maybe just a Halloween mask just sitting there. And then we're interpreting all the stuff that's happening down here as if it's like connected to the entity above, but it's likely just like a jacket that's being held on the railing of the banister. In fact, like, let's assume that like the banister continues on here, right? We're gonna call that the banister. I'm disregarding these posts, right? So like maybe she has one of those like balls on here, and then she's just like draped something over top, and it's just got enough size or fluffiness to the, like, you know, like one of those puff jackets that the hood doesn't really like sit down properly, and then we're just seeing like the creases and the folds. So like if it was like one of those hoods, you know, like that, and it's just kind of hooked on the ball here. Like, it could be just something like that, or it could be a person, and the person filming this video is now fucking dead. Oh. Let me tell you something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. It's just more bullshit. I like this telestration. It's fun. I'm having more fun with it. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing. 40 minutes. I'm going to cut some of this out. Leave it to Nick to turn a 22-minute video into a 40-minute video with his stupid explanations. But hey, maybe that's what you like. So hit that subscribe button. Okay, love you, bye.